This is working. Hello, hello, hello. Says I'm live. Doing a sound check in real quick. Was guided to do some collective readings today. Hello, everybody. Okay, I just got the notice that I went live on Facebook, and um, let me make sure you can hear me. Yep, okay, sound check is working on Facebook. I've got one viewer. Hello. Just checking in real quick. I'm going to be doing some collective readings today. Trying to get myself situated. Hi, everybody. I'm waving. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube right now. Hello, everybody. Today is a new moon in Gemini solar eclipse. And I was guided to pop on and do a collective reading today. So I'm just getting my sage ready. I can pull you some individual cards when I get done. So if you want one, please make sure you drop a comment down below. Hello, everybody. I hope everyone's doing good. I'm hoping that doing these readings and channeling will help me kind of get grounded. Been very etheric lately. Don't know about y'all. Definitely tapping into these energies. It's very strong. I'm a water sign, and Gemini is my moon. So, really picking it up. I am really getting the message that this solar eclipse is kind of going to be like the big, like the reset. So, if you're feeling it, if things have been shifting in your life, coming up to the surface, we've got lots of retrogrades currently going on as well. Mercury being one, bringing that unfinished business back up to the surface, exes reaching out, family members, miscommunications, all those things are currently going on, as well as positive things. It's always not about negative stuff. I'm getting some delays on StreamYard. I apologize about that. So just be mindful of that. And I'm a firm believer that, this is a great time for you to be going in and doing that inner work, doing what you need to be doing inside. So I've got a couple of viewers. If you could please drop a comment down below. Say hi. I love reading y'all's comments. Like, share, tag somebody if you know somebody that needs a reading or is struggling at the moment or just wants some clarity. I will be pulling individual cards when I get done with the collective reading. Right now, I got a brand new deck, the Syrian Starseed Tarot. I am Syrian. So I'm going to be using a couple of different decks today. I also pulled Beyond Numeria because I am, I channel a lot of that energy as well because I'm old. You guys only knew how old I was. So, Archangels, higher guidance, and source, can you please come in and give us insight on what messages do you have for the collective? What messages do you have for the collective regarding the solar eclipse? What messages do you have for the collective regarding the solar eclipse? Someone I'm picking up right now, high energy, really heated. My body is getting really hot. So there's a lot of emotions coming up to the surface. A lot of people are going to get triggered. A lot of light is going to be shed. So some people are running on some high emotions. And wow, spot on, man. My intuition is spot on. I just got to show you this strength. What did I say? My body was heating up. Fire. Okay. Strength. This is a really good card. Wow. And the first card that I hadn't even read yet, I was getting more message, was the Adept of Flames. Okay. I'm going to look and see what this card is in the book because this deck is a little bit different from what I'm used to. But the strength card I'm really going to focus on right now. Okay. I'm going to make sure both I'm doing two cameras here, guys. So fire. I am picking up a lot of fire. My body is on and look, I'm wearing orange today too. So strength, I love strength because strength is my it is my soul lesson. Is eight is my life path number. It's one of the things I came into this lifetime learning how to master is strength. Okay, it's a gift of mine, and a lot of people are being called to step into their strength. This eclipse is bringing a lot of things, shedding the light on a lot of stuff, individually and on a collective. And what I really like to share with the collective and really get people to understand, especially my clients, is that it all starts with us. Okay, so this strength is really going to start with us on an individual level. What you see manifesting on the outside is a result of a reflection of what's going on the inside of us as a collective, as a whole. So the more that we pull our energy back and start working on ourselves and embracing these tests of strengths, lots of tests are coming up to the surface right now. You're being tested to see if, one, you're practicing what you're preaching, and two, everything that you've been learning up until this point in time you are applying. It's not going to be comfortable. So really pulling in this test of strength, fire energy is something like with passion, that drive, channel that energy. I think this is a very beautiful card right now for the collective. A lot of people are getting tested in this area, but you have everything that you want in life. Every challenge that you are facing, you have the answers on the inside of you. You just need to start learning how to look for them, okay, and applying your strength when it comes to the situations in your life. I'm going to look up this Adept of Flames. I want to say that, make sure, I'm not too sure what the Adept is in this deck. I don't want to say it wrong. Okay, that would be the Knight. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that makes perfect sense. So the Adept Flames is all about overcoming that ego, overcoming things coming, the unresolved, the trauma that we need to heal. Okay, so this makes sense with this card coming up because this is triggering a lot of people, this solar eclipse. That's why I'm saying it's the great reset, that we can't go to the next level of where we are on our journey because every single one of us is on our own journey. We cannot move to the next phase until we let go of all that stuff. And ego is a huge part of it, guys. Every single one of us has ego to an extent. It is having that self-awareness of acknowledging it. And when it does come to the surface saying, oh, well, shit, that where did that come from? I need to work on that. So I love how these two cards came up, and I just saw, this is beautiful, okay, because this is how I felt. This is exactly how I felt with the Strength card. It's got this woman in it, okay. I'm going to show you right here. Oops, sorry. This woman, like, I literally picked up on that energy of being on fire. So let that stuff come up to the surface. What came to mind is I've been listening to a song recently, and one of the lyrics in there is burn everything away to just you, to leave you there, just burn it all away. And that includes burning away your egos, your prides, whatever unresolved issues that you have, just letting it go because it's not going to have any place on where we're going next. And this eclipse is shedding light on a lot of things, with myself included. I have a lot of things that I've had to be working on. I'm constantly checking my motives and making sure that I'm in heart-centered, and making sure that it's what I am doing is for the greater good and not for just my own good. Okay, so good messages to start off this reading. The next card is going to be the Earth Warriors Oracle. A lot of you light workers, star seeds, new earth leaders, builders, whatever you want to call yourself. Yeah, you're hearing the call. So what call are you hearing? Archangels, higher guidance, what messages do you have for the collective? I love these cards. Okay. Wow. Let's see. And please forgive me because I may slaughter pronouncing this. So the first card out was Echel, Medicine of the Rainbow Jaguar. Okay, I think this card is absolutely beautiful. I channel and do a lot of healing with Mama Jaguar. Beautiful spirit animal coming up to help us. So she says, protects you now as you transition from one life phase to the next. Remember, at the very beginning of our reading, all this stuff is coming up to the surface for us to burn it down. Because we're moving from one phase to the next. With her rainbow light, this guardian goddess instructs you on how to use great power with wisdom to nourish only what is worthy. Using jaguar medicine with perfect timing, she confronts that which is unworthy of her devotion, eradicating destructive forces and creating space for healing, relief, and rebirth. Her presence is the wild power of the jaguar, the renewal promise of the rainbow, and divine feminine creativity. All darkness should be overcome. We are seeing that massively happening in the collective. And I want to just kind of touch base on this because I think these messages that are coming through, and the more that I get into the reading, the more that it gets clear, is that, what is coming up to the surface for us on an individual level is that we do need to burn that down and strip it away. And calling in Mama Jaguar to help us to move from one phase into the next, because we are all going through this ascension process and transcending, is it's giving us space for rebirth. I'm currently going through a rebirth. Those of you who have been following me, I'm being more open and honest and authentic with you guys with what I've gone through and what I am going through. It's all on our individual levels and how we process this. Building the new earth starts with us. And that's the message that I keep hitting home this morning, especially within this reading. And that's the only way I feel how we're going to help heal the collective and unify, have unity within all of us. Okay. And that's good. We're going to be talking about that tomorrow at Camp Disclosures Frequency Friday. The topic is unity in the community. I'm really not surprised that it's coming through in this channeling because it's a hot topic. It's very important right now that we do this, and it starts when we start burning down everything that is holding us back. So 26, I'm going to read card 26, which is Amaru, the beautiful place. And I feel like this is where we're headed. Okay. Your dreams of a more beautiful world are not a product of childish fantasies nor idle imagination. They are true spiritual visions inspired by the universal heart that yearns for divine paradise to be manifested in all worlds. You have a life purpose to assist in the creation of divine harmony in the world through sacred activism and the expression of your soul talents. Believe that the beautiful world you long for is not only possible, but part of your spiritual responsibility to create. We're co-creating. And again, going back to that community thing, the way that we are going to create is all of us manifesting together. And just a tip, like going back to the very beginning of the reading, we are about to see what's going to be manifested, what is happening on the inside of us, all of us, because every single one of us is co-creating, is, that's what we're going to see play out. And some people are not in good spaces. Some people are not in heart centers. There's a lot of fear still going on. There's a lot of programming happening, manipulation tactics, twisting of words, calling people out, all of that stuff. And that's what these energetics do. That these retrogrades, these eclipses, all of that stuff is to trigger this stuff that needs to come up and working on. But we are not going to have this beautiful place, guys, until we start getting what's going on the inside centered, you know, burning down what that ego, letting go, releasing everything that is holding us back, really stepping into our strength and harnessing that energy, speaking our truth, being authentic, stepping out, helping the community, being service to others, not service to self, checking our motives, checking, constantly checking in with ourselves, that building that self-awareness, healing our unresolved traumas and issues, calling in Mama Jaguar. And then that's when we're going to start co-creating this beautiful place. It is happening, but it's not happening fast enough. But it doesn't matter. I'm being told right now, the point of no return happened. That's why this eclipse I'm being told, is the Great Reset. I called it about a year ago. I was telling people it's piss or get off the pot now. If you're not practicing what you preach, it's going to be shown. That was all channeled. So it's what it's spreading light. That's why the fire came in. What other messages do you have? What other messages do you have for this eclipse? 2. Okay. Oh, wow. This is beyond Lemurian. I love the artwork in this deck. Very beautiful. So, harmonic. Sorry. Mercury can't speak straight. And I got a twang because I'm Southern. Harmonic flight. Okay. I'm getting fire in this because I both see divine feminine and divine masculine. I'm also seeing some activation happening. Look, we've got the infinity symbol, okay, and it looks like some DNA. All right, which is happening globally too. So if you are having, trouble sleeping, that's another reason why I'm probably getting hot flashes at the moment. Kundalini awakenings are happening, balancing of the divine feminine and the divine masculine energy. All this stuff is, we're being bombarded. That's why you really got to make sure that you're doing your work. Seeing the divine in the eyes of another, relationships with deep bonds, karmic connections, clearing illusionary projections, life-changing connections, transmuting dissonance, removing heart armor, being seen, teamwork. I think that's confirmation on what exactly I have been saying this reading. Unity, coming together, those deep soul connections and bonds. With Mercury retrograde, we do have a lot of exes or past relationships coming up to the surface. I have gotten a lot of reports and I've done some readings where the twin flame thing's coming back up again. I'm still figuring out that whole thing, but people are aligning to exactly where they need to be. But again, when you're co-creating with others, it's not just you doing the work. Well, on an individual basis, that's what it is. All of us doing that work, clearing those illusionary projections, just like the book says, and being seen, being authentic, being real, being honest, not no games, no tricks, no hidden agendas, no projections, no ego, no none of that. Just fucking burning it down. I might get heated about this topic because I do see it playing out in the collective, and it does. It hurts my it hurts my heart, because I feel, it goes back to that inner child. It goes back to, and if it's not just from this time life, shit, we've got stuff from past time lives too. But again, it's that self awareness and seeing these patterns continually play out in our lives. Billboard signs and roadblocks, guys. Pray for billboard signs and roadblocks. If you keep getting blocked on something, believe me, that's God's way of telling you, no, do not go down that road. I prayed for that, and it has been life changing. So the next one is reclaiming your energy. Okay, reclaiming back you. Again, we get another. Look at this. Kind of looks like DNA. For those of you who are new and may not know, you have dormant DNA. That's science. It's not junk. Junk. Junk DNA that they call it. You are an amazing man. The more that I learn about the human body, man, we are some amazing creatures. But because of these planetary things, we're getting blasted by the sun. It's activating some dormant DNA. So you may start seeing things in a different light. Kundalini awakenings are definitely happening. And I keep saying, I did a couple of videos last week and then this week talking about people, with what is happening and playing out in the collective. There's like 3 different types of groups going on. You've got the ones that are out in the ocean. They're just getting slammed. They're going to end up drowning if they don't start doing something about what's going on in their lives. Some people are treading water, but they're really getting exhausted right now. I don't know how long they're going to be able to keep that up. And then you've got some that are surfing, and the surfers, don't get me wrong, I mean, we get wiped out too, but the point is we get back up on that surfboard and start riding that wave. So reclaiming your energy is really coming back, owning that power, standing up, really standing in your truth, overcoming what the book says, recapulation, owning your power. Where you put your energy is your choice. Overcoming triggers through self-awareness, energy vampires, reclaiming your soul fragments, observing the observer, and shifting victim mentality. Again, this is something that is running in the collective at the moment in all areas. In all areas. I'll share this. They say that in the end of the day, and in the days, it's going to look like people have gone crazy. And it literally has. And I'm going to, someone posted something on Facebook the other day, and I didn't know what it was. It was a funny comment, and I reached out, and he sent me a message, and it was somewhere in Corpus Christi where something inappropriate, really inappropriate, happened in a club in Corpus Christi, and it was filmed and all over Twitter. And come to find out, it was the pastor or somebody from some church that was caught in the act of it's stuff like that. And the reason that my point is coming up to the surface is that that person obviously was not in their right mind. They had some unresolved stuff to act out that way. But you don't really know who someone is behind the scenes. It's going to start becoming more apparent. This is where that light is being shed. So if you're not working on your stuff, just be mindful, because it's going to be right out in the open. And I think some people just need to get prepared for that. I'm going to pull one more card real quick from this Star Seed. deck, what messages that they have. And then if you want a card, post a comment, please. I don't know if y'all are posting comments and I'm just not seeing them. I know that I have 3 viewers right now, but who knows? I'm getting that message a lot. I'm pulling another one. Okay, dreams. How many of y'all have not had a decent night's sleep and I don't even know how long? Okay. Lots of messages are coming through in dreams. And that's when a lot of this dormant DNA is being activated. Shit. So when I had my awakening, I woke up the next morning and knew esoteric knowledge, and I had no clue where the hell it was coming from. That's what I'm talking about is going to be happening. So the universe is speaking through your dreams. Some tips. I'm not one that I used to be an avid lucid dreamer when I was younger, but the more I started to shut off my gifts, the older I got, I stopped. My dreams were not as vivid. Sometimes I will lucid dream, but I don't remember my dreams that often. But what I have been doing to help with that, because I know that I'm getting a lot of messages, a lot of clarity, a lot of answers that you're seeking in life are coming through in your dreams. Ask yourself or tell yourself before you go to sleep at night and say, I want to remember my dreams. I'm going to wake up in the morning clearly knowing what I dreamt the night before. And upon when you wake up, grab a journal. I have a journal and I write down whatever it is that I remember. Like if you do not remember details, but you remember someone calling on a blue phone, write that down. Because what I have found over almost 4 years of journaling, guys, I not just my dreams, but little messages. I stopped doing repeat numbers because it was just way too much. But what I have found by journaling all these different signs and dreams and messages, when you go back and do a year review, you're going to sit there and look at it and be like, wow, holy shit, it was right there. And that for me was where I was convinced that something was talking to me. The first year that I did that I took it to the next level and was like, okay, how can I see the message while it's going on? Okay, that's where you start training your intuition. That's where you start learning how to use it, is these overwhelming confirmations and learning. You can there's myself included, I can help you learn how to tap into your spiritual gifts, but the best way of learning is just by practice. It's practice, guys. It's repetition, 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 repetition. It's just like a muscle. You're in training. If you're a Star Wars fan or something like that, just pretend like you're in Jedi training. Yoda and them did not, they didn't give no fucking slack on Luke, okay? So there should be no slack on you as well. Make sure that you're doing your stuff, and it's those simple things. Reflection. All aspects of yourself through the reflection of the one who mirrors your hidden self. Who mirrors your hidden self? This is pretty much the basis of, how I help my clients. Look at you. This is how we're going to really shed and burn away our egos, our limiting beliefs, is by looking at our reflection. Okay. I had a very hard time looking at my reflection for many, many years in the mirror. I did not like what I saw. And because outside of what y'all saw on outside appearances, I saw me. And so I use this. This was my greatest tool that I learned at the very beginning of my awakening, is by looking at my own reflection and looking at those who I interact with as a reflection of myself too. You will learn so much about yourself if you start analyzing who you're interacting with and recognizing the parts that they are showing you about you. I Ho'oponopono, those who follow me, I'm an avid user of it, and I feel, and you're going to start to see more videos on this. There's so many videos out there about YouTube on the subject, but people have the misconception of what it is about. I was taught that the reason that you are having something happen in your current reality is because something inside of you is attracting that. And that could come from memory, data, all sorts of different things, but it is an experience that you're supposed to have. So if you take that and every interaction that you have throughout your life and you think of it as a mirror and a reflection of what it's supposed to be teaching you, I'm telling you, you'll start doing some quantum shifting in your life. Okay. So I'm going to just check. Well, I'm live on Instagram. I don't know if it cut out. I was going to check on Facebook to see if y'all were messaging me and I'm just not seeing it. If you are, I do apologize. I'm not even going to say anything about what I think it is because y'all know. But I will say this with working with tech, you will learn. Oh shit, y'all are. Sorry guys. I see y'all's messages now. It's just not showing up on my end. Um so I yeah, I forgot got lost track what I was saying. I apologize. Um yeah, spirit took that. So I'm going to go with it. With that said, thank you guys. I think Carol and Jason are still on. Thank you for staying hanging on with me. As always, please make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Help me get this message out. Yeah, new and exciting things are going to be coming up. Again, I moved my workshop to July 2nd. The first Friday in July is when I'm going to be starting it. I have some exciting things launching for the garden. Again, I'll be live tomorrow on Camp Disclosures show Frequency Friday. So I hope you can join us over there. And yeah, make sure it's new moon. Make sure you're definitely setting those intentions, tapping into this beautiful energy, burning down anything that is holding you back. Just be you, just reveal you. And I know it's not an easy process, it's all in layers, but keep burning those layers down. Your God made you perfect. It's man that told you different. So who are you going to believe? God or man? I see what muggles are doing. I ain't going to believe shit that's coming out of their mouth. That's where I'm at today. So, with that said, I hope everyone has a blessed day. Thank you for tuning in. You can see me tomorrow live on Instagram only for Fuck It Friday. I will continue doing the readings over there for that because that turned out really good. And yeah, I'm gonna go for a walk, get some grounding, and tap into these energies and get something to eat. So I hope y'all have a beautiful day. Much love. I will talk to y'all later.